Alrighty. Hi guys, I am going to be drawing an eye today. This is my first time going live, so don't mind if I'm a little bit bad or weird or anything. But let's get started. So, I've been wanting to go live for quite a while now, and sometimes it seems like it won't work, but I just decided, well, heck it, let's just do it. Why not? And, sometimes I think that no viewers will come or anything, but, people can still watch this after I'm done being live, so, that's fine. I'm not really sure where to start with this, but I guess I'll just let you guys enjoy from here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. My way of drawing eyebrows, I start with a line here, and then I go up with two lines, and then over here I go down and meet them at a point. Usually I leave a bit of a joint here so you can see where it bends. Let's try to give you a better angle on this. Oh, that's not gonna happen. Alright, you can stay there. And then, after I've got those joints down, I can see where the hairs tilt. So I usually start by doing them almost vertical here, and then once I get to the joint, I start tilting them more. And you gotta make sure they go out of the lines, because they won't look natural if they don't go out of the lines. It'll just look like this block of hair. And make sure you've got an eyelid. I've got an eyelid right here that I've kind of drawn in here. Because sometimes if you don't add an eyelid, they can look kind of lifeless or like really creepy. So make sure you always add an eyelid. Now I see that I've made this a little too short, so I'm gonna put that there. And there's always a shadow under the eyebrow. Just make sure you can see where the eyebrow starts and where the shadow starts, or else it'll just kind of blend in with each other. Just make sure you don't make them blend in with each other. Alright, I think we're ready for some more detailed highlights and such. So I'm just gonna add some little lines here for like vein looking things. Just gotta add those little things that make your drawing look extra interesting. Now I'm gonna color the pupil in black with my colored pencils later, but I'm just kind of marking out where the color of the eye will be. And I like to start very dark and go very light towards the edge of the eye. Now make sure you don't put this in these highlights right here. We want to keep these highlights separate from the color in the eye. And just add little like droplets of water, because our eyes aren't dry unless you got dry eye. But make sure to add tiny little droplets of water, because our eyes are, like, if you noticed, very wet, I guess I could say. Now I think I'm ready to go in with an eraser and start coloring. Hold on, I need to go get my eraser. See you guys in a second. Sorry about that, guys. I just needed to find my eraser. This is actually a really bad eraser. I've used it for like years. And when I was little, I thought it was putty. So I just kind of played with it. But now I actually understand that it's not putty. But I think we're ready to go in with some coloring. I like to start with a very sharp black pencil to go in for the eyebrows. Or, sorry, eyelashes. Now, these are going to be very thin lines. Make sure your black colored pencil, or whatever material you're using for lashes, aren't too thick. Because you'll notice if it's too thick like this, it looks kind of odd. Because if you take a look in, say, a mirror, our eyelashes are very thin. Very thin. Very thin things. And we're trying to make a realistic eye here, so let's make that realistic. Now I'm going to go back in here with the black, and this is where our pupil's going to be. Now I'm going to leave a dot here for a highlight. We don't want this eye to be lifeless. We want it to have some sort of life in it. Just, even if it's the smallest dot of white, go in there and leave it. And now I'm just kind of going back, adding some little details for the eyelashes to sit on. You don't want the eyelashes to sit on nothing. They've got something to sit, they need something to sit on. So I'm just going in there with my black colored pencil and very lightly and sometimes very darkly adding little shadows and lines to our eye here for the lashes and such to sit on. We don't want them floating in space. Always need something. Now, our eye here, we're gonna have some eyeliner. Now, eyeliner's kind of tricky. Gotta do it inside the eye, but not too far in the eye, because then it looks like you've got a black eye. That's not too good. But you just add these small little lines, and then you're gonna just kind of add these little things. Add these little things. So it looks like they're kind of there, just like that. There you go. And now I talked about a eyelid earlier, and that requires some skin. Now, if I zoom in here, you can see I've left a little space between the eyeliner and the eyelashes. That right here, oh, my bad, sorry, is for, that space right here is for the eyelid. Now, you can't really see it this well from that angle, but if I zoom in real far, you can see much better the eyelid. Now, if you want a closed eye or a slightly closed eye, you're gonna want a thicker eyelid. But right here, I'm just doing a normal eye, an open eye. So I'm just going to leave a thin line. And now, before I put this colored pencil away, I'm going to start on this area right here. Now, this little pink part on the side of the eyes, and the little veins, and all that stuff. I know there's probably some eye doctor out there getting mad at me for not using the proper names for everything. But whatever, we're just trying to have fun here. Art is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to help you relax. Some of you might be asking, did he take that from Bob Ross? And yes, I did. I in fact did. Our eyes, they aren't perfectly white, so you want to add some little shadows with some red. Some just little shadows. And then, if you've got a kneaded eraser, you can sort of blend them out with your kneaded eraser. Just enough where you can see the slightest bit of color. See, when it died, it quit. Where? There. The small bit of red. There's a small bit of, there should be, oh, there it is. There should be a small bit of red on your eraser. And now those little veiny bits are blended out, and you can see those little veiny bits. And sometimes I will go back in there with black and press very lightly to put shadows and such. And oh, hi Jensen. Howdy. Well, I guess we should get started on the eyebrows now. Just get started. I always like to start on this side right here. Actually, here, I'm gonna get my pencil sharpener and start sharpening. Some of these pencils are very unsharpened. So we can just see how much pencil sharpenings I've done. I'm gonna put them right there where you guys can see. And now, oh crap, my pencil lead just broke. All right, let's sharpen that up. There we go. to... Oh wow, we've got lots of messages in chat. Alright. Now let's start on the eyebrows. So I like to put reference areas. Or I gotta move these somewhere else. These are in my way. Here we go. I'm just gonna start these reference lines. And then just kind of in a circular motion, just start adding these smaller ones that kind of go off of these reference lines. Now make sure, if you have reference lines, to make your smaller eyebrow hairs, I guess you could say. To go at the same angle. Sorry, I just got distracted there. But make sure these are at the same angle. And then, here, let me show you this. This part is a little bit trickier. You gotta do these little motions to do this. So little bits of the hairs can be coming off of the eyebrow. Now you don't have, if you're drawing with me, you don't have to do these certain shapes that I'm doing. You can do a completely different shaped eye. And completely different shaped eyebrow. Everything could be completely different than mine. This is just my preferred way of making an eye. But now I'm gonna go back in here with some black and, you know, just kind of with the black, only go from the bottom, and then like I did with the eye part of this, grab your kneaded eraser and kind of blend it out. Now, I'm going to blend this out with the white as well. And now, we've got to make a decision, big decision. What color should our eye be? Should it be regular, or shall it be irregular, like bright blue or bright red? Or maybe even like silver and gold. Leave in the chat what you think or what you want the eye color to be. I'm gonna let you guys pick. You guys can pick. Oh, okay. Jayhawk says it should be rainbow. Alright, we're gonna start red from the middle and gonna go all the way to purple on the outside. Now, wait, before I go into orange, I've got to make this part a little blended out so I can blend the orange with the red. Now, if you've got darker colors, make sure you're not blending them in with the eye or the pupil, because then it will just look like it's one singular, like, dark eye. You've got to have some blending on this. Whoever that one viewer is, thank you for staying with us. throughout this drawing. And, you know, I'm not trying to be that YouTuber that shouts at his viewers for not subscribing, but if you're not subscribed already, subscribe. I've only got 33% of my viewers subscribed. Oh, okay then. Okay, Jayhawk, if you say so. But, you know, here we're almost done with the color in the eye. This is a very interesting colored eye. Thanks for the recommendation of rainbow. It's very interesting. I've never done something like this before. I just got a message from Avery. Jensen, do you have Avery's phone? Because I just got a message that she was the only viewer, not you. Okay, now you see the eyelid. We've made it that color right there. So I'm going to make the skin color around the rest of it this color as well. So here are the two colors I'm going to be using for the skin color. I'm using peach and peach Claire. So almost the same color, just different shades of it. Now I'm going to have the peach Claire above here. Now be careful not to blend out your eyebrows, eyelashes, because, you know. Also, if you're watching this and you don't know these names that I'm saying, they're just friends of mine messing around on my live. Don't worry about it. Now that we've got this skin tone around here, these, like how I said when I was doing the sketch, we're going to want a shadow below the eyebrow. That's what the actual peach color is for. And if you're wondering, I got the Prismacolor colored pencils if you want to draw this exact thing with me. But like I said, you don't have to draw this exact drawing. You can change up whatever you want to change up in this drawing. You can change up the eye color, you can change up the eyebrow shape, you can change up anything you really want to, because this is your drawing. If you're drawing with me, it's your drawing. So just go ahead and change up whatever you want. Now, usually when I draw eyes, I like to have some skin tone in a basically square around the eye. But you can do a circle, anything you want. Now, so we can differentiate the eyebrow shape, I'm going to add some dark lines around the eyebrow. And we're going to also add some lines, darker lines, around these open spaces of the eye. And then we're just going to blend those out into the normal peach color. Now, if there's any recommendations for what you want me to draw next on my live, just leave it down in one of the comments of my newer videos and I'll check it out. And if you get picked, I'll pin you in the next video as well. But I think this drawing's almost done. But you see, this eyebrow doesn't look very finished, does it? Well, that's because it's not. We still need to add some darker color. Now I'm going to use gold because the Prismacolor gold is not very strong of a gold. So you can press pretty hard and it still doesn't look quite shiny. So I'm going to use this as my eyebrow shade for like the background. So you just want to fill this in. Fill this in right here. Fill it in. All the way. And then with very, very hard strokes, press very hard, you will get these dark lines like this. And then you just kind of blend those out so they're not too rough. Now on camera, everything looks much darker. This would look much lighter in real life. But now we're going to grab our white, blend out the skin tones, and get the eyebrow a little more shaped. Oh, I just got a message to do lips for my next drawing. And I will do that for my next live, but for now, I think I'm going to sign this one and be done with it. Alright, see you guys next time for my next live drawing. That one's going to be lips. I'm going to get some feedback on whether to do lipstick on the lips or just very shiny lips or really anything. Maybe the lips are biting something, who knows. But comment down below whatever you want to see next. Bye.